All right, hello everybody. Let's see, I think this is working. Got my audio going. Maybe a little softer. Okay, so yeah, this is officially my first stream. I did a test stream about a week ago or a couple days ago, just getting all the settings and everything right. So, what am I doing and who am I? So yeah, for my old friends, yeah, my name, or you already know who I am, but if you don't know, my name is Judd, and this has been a project of mine for a long time that I've been working on for a long time, but I haven't really published it, or I did publish some, but I haven't really, I kind of put it on hold. So what is this project? The Pahanngana project. So, yeah, PHG project. So what is Pahanngana? It is a mix of three things. Parko, my last name, so Judd Parko, Hangul, and Ghana. So, basically, this is a modified Korean alphabet. I'm taking the Korean alphabet and modifying it in order to more accurately represent how sounds work in the Japanese language. So that is a mouthful, so I think it's easier just to see what I'm doing. And so I'm just going to show you so some of the things we're going to do. So we're going to rewrite the Japanese language into this script, this modified Korean alphabet. So what does that mean? Yeah, we're going to start with Sino-Japanese vocabulary. So those are the Chinese words that have found their way into the Japanese language. Much later, and I'm going to go through about 3,000 of these vocabulary, of the kanji, and rewrite these. So, yeah, then I'm going to make my way to the native Japanese vocabulary, and that's when things get very interesting. So, like, then for that one of the sub-goals is, like, and then compare to native Korean vocabulary. Yeah, that's when things get very, very interesting. Okay, and along the way, if you don't know how Hangul works, or the Korean alphabet works, then you're going to learn how that works as well. And you're also going to learn how PhD, Pahanngana, is different than Hangul and how it works. And we're also going to see how the Japanese sound system works and why hiragana and katakana are not ideal for, I guess, diving deep into how the sound system works in Japanese. So this is definitely more of an academic project. Linguistics, these things can definitely help to learn Japanese, but you know, the best way to learn Japanese is just to speak it a lot. So that's not the point of this project. The point of this project is really just to answer a question, like what happens if we rewrite the Japanese language into like Hangul or the Korean alphabet. So yeah, let me see here. Actually, I just want to test something real quick. Just make sure my stream is working. So let's see if this is working. Okay, so I'm just showing you my screen right now. Okay, alright, it is working. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to take a look at just a preview. I guess since we're on my iPad, I got it connected here. Let's just a preview of what we're going to look at. So here we go. This is just a preview. This was for my test, from my, when I was setting up all the streaming stuff. So we have Chun, or the character right here, which is the character for 1,000. And it's pronounced sen in Japanese and chun in Korean. And we're going to be comparing it. And so see here, color-coded to show the letters. So this is an S right here, and we can see here, S. This is a CH. This is an E. And these two are N's. And similarly here we have N. So yeah, this is just a preview. So yeah, we're going to take a look at what kanji we're going to look at. We're going to be using a bunch of resources to verify. We're going to be doing basically comparative linguistics and just figuring out how to do this. So let's take a look. Let's hide the iPad for now, and let's look at the kanji that we got here. So this is a spreadsheet that I got from somewhere on the internet a long time ago. Thank you to whoever created this. Basically, what this person did was they took all of the kanji from Remember the Kanji. This is the famous book for help people to remember the kanji, to learn the kanji. And they organized it in JLPT. Like, they separated all the kanji into JLPT. And then they also organized it in terms of the frequency. So that is pretty cool. So we're basically going to just start from the N5 kanji, go all the way down. It looks like there's about 80 of them. And then we're going to rewrite them. And yeah, just write them here in this new column that I created. So yeah, let us get started. So if we start here and we go to, the main resource that we're going to look at. This is it, the 10 Language Dictionary of Chinese Characters from Glossika. This is an amazing resource. I'm actually kind of surprised that more people aren't aware of this, because it is phenomenal. This is a really, really, really great book, and you will see why shortly. So yeah, let us take a look. All right. So, first character that we had was, number 1, ichi, ichi. And so, let us compare. So, we're going to search in this dictionary as my primary resource, and it's going to, this one isn't going to, there's going to be like a million uses of this character, so I gotta just kind of scroll. Okay, where was it? Yeah, see, so this is, I guess, let me just explain briefly how this works. So this character, it has the character, of course, and it also has the different pronunciations. So here we have the Korean, is Bok, and this character actually just happens to be Boku. I just happened to stop on this one by chance. So this one's like the I that Japanese, usually younger men, use, Boku. And then what's really awesome about this dictionary is they reconstruct that the author, Michael Campbell, Glossika, he reconstructs what the Middle Chinese word or pronunciation could have been. So, because we don't know for 100% for sure, but yes, so this is actually what I'm really interested in. This is the source, like, okay, and we can compare with all the different varieties of Chinese to see like what is the original pronunciation that the Japanese is based off of. So let us find. I'm gonna find one. Yeah, it is actually a little bit hard. There we go. Oh, there we go. I just have to be a little creative. So here we go. This one's interesting. So in Korean, we have il, and in Japanese, we have ichi and itsu. So, and in the reconstruction that he comes up with in this dictionary, it's ya. And yeah, we can take a look. We're not going to take a look at all these others. They're useful. We may take a look at them if it's necessary, but the most important things are the Korean, the Japanese, and the reconstruction. Okay, cool. So now let's go. So now that we have it as yut, let's go and take a look at let's take a look at what Jisho has to say. So Jisho, and would you look at that? So Jisho also says that we have ichi and itsu right here. And we can look at the Korean hanja. This is the Naver dictionary. And this one comes out to il. So the thing about Korean, there's usually just one pronunciation of the character. And whereas in Japanese, we may see multiple pronunciations of the Chinese character. Okay, so how does all of this work? So how can we use all of this knowledge and write this here? So I have my handy dandy iPad. So let's take a look at how we can write this Chinese character, just one, like that. So we had the, oh, I think it's a little too big. Let's write it over here. Not the prettiest one. Can I write it prettier? Let's write it prettier. Okay, whatever. Good enough. Okay, so let's write the Japanese. Let's write it in Japanese. So it would be itsu or ichi. Ichi. So we're actually going to have two versions. Okay. And these, so this, I need to explain in Korean, or how Hangul works. So Hangul in this circle, when it is the initial, when it's the first letter in a character compound, it is basically a placeholder. It doesn't mean anything, you don't pronounce it. So this will make a little bit more sense as we keep going on. Okay, so now we're finally going to get to pronunciation. So this letter here is I, and for all of them, because in Korean we have il, we have Japanese ichi and itsu. So what does the final look like? Let's actually just start with Korean. So it's L. L, like that. Then we have ichi, itsu. So we have a T. And that corresponds with our reconstruction in the dictionaries. Yup. And where does this tsu and chi come from? So basically in Japanese, so here's the big, I guess, reveal that maybe will explain. It basically explains a lot of things. It explains a lot how the Japanese language works. Is Japanese has, so in Korean we have this word called 받침. So 받침, if you don't know, actually let me just finish this first. Ichi, itsu. But what is 받침? Let's talk about that. So 받침. This is, roughly, to put it simply, this idea where a sound, or a sound block, like this, can have a consonant on the bottom. And if that doesn't blow your mind, because this is really complicated, or this is like kind of, really deep into the woods of linguistics, that should, like, if you know hiragana and katakana, this concept does not exist. Actually, in most alphabets, this concept doesn't exist, because the Korean alphabet is the only alphabet, I guess, so far in like that's in use, that where you can write, like, you can distinguish a initial, final, and middle in a letter, or in a what is it called? Yeah, see, I'm not trained in linguistics. I'm just trying my best. Yeah, initial, middle. So if we look here, so for example, here's the initial, the first one. Here is the second one, the middle, and then the final of a consonant cluster, or a phoneme. So this is the bottom consonant, so the T. So Japanese has 받침, and this has incredible repercussions about how we can understand how the Japanese language works. because Japanese in hiragana katakana, it is impossible to write pachim to even convey this topic or concept. You can actually kind of write pachim in English as I've described here or as I've written here. So yeah, even just on the first character, one here, we have this very interesting comparison where we have, and one of the goals here also is to compare how Korean works and how Japanese works. And as we can see here in these, if you look at the core character blocks, they are very, very similar. And that shouldn't come as no surprise because they are from the Chinese character 1. So, yeah, we have it, il. If we look at it from like it, il. But the way that Japanese people pronounce it is ichi, itsu, itsu. So, yes, but the core foundational form is this it. So that is what we are going to write in, let me see here. Okay, I'm going to, yeah. So I'm going to just keep track. Oh, wrong button. There we go. So it is it. That is how we write it in Pahanngana and PHG. And for comparison, we're going to write il. So this is going to be Japanese for il. Oops. Il is going to be han for Korean. Hangul. Okay, awesome. So even the first character, we see that there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. And we can compare it and il. Those are the core forms. Awesome. Now let's keep going. And we're going to go to 2. Character for 2 next. So let me just copy that. This one, there shouldn't be many surprises. But, you know, just for the sake of consistency, let us take a look. Alright, I might have to do a bit more creative searching. 2, there we go. Alright, awesome. Okay, there it fits nicely right there. So 2, we can see the reconstruction as ni. Right there. This is actually Vietnamese. Vietnamese is actually very interesting. I wonder, I wish I knew Vietnamese because apparently Vietnamese preserved a lot more than, I guess, a lot of modern languages. So it's very conservative with the pronunciation. So here we go. We have, oh, okay. So there is something that I did miss here. So in Korean, we have i. And in Japanese, we have ni and ji. And it's like, how are ni and ji? How do you get those two? And if we compare, like at the other languages, ni. So this is the reconstruction. I'm not sure how you would pronounce this. Ni, something like that. I don't know. So let us write that out. And let us write our next one. So our character for number 2. Okay, so we have, what was it? We have ni and ji. And oops, I need to be consistent. My first is going to be red. Okay, so this one is N, J, and nothing. Ni, G, E. Okay, there we go. So that is how we write the character for 2. All right, that's how we write it in PHG and Pahanngana. So let us add that to our spreadsheet. Okay, I'm actually going to need another column because Japanese does have more than one way to pronounce things. Whereas Korean usually just has one. Come on, spreadsheet. Let's work with me. So this is G. We have E. Awesome. Okay, next we have 3. So san or sam. Okay, so let us take a look at our primary source. Okay, yeah, this may have to be a bit creative. Okay, especially these basic characters, they're used so much. So let us take a look here. Sam. Okay, awesome. Sam. So what we can do here. Actually, let me just be thorough. Let us actually make sure we're not missing anything with 2. Ni, ji. Okay, not missing anything there. And 2e. Okay, not missing anything there. All right, awesome. So we're going back to sam. Okay, let's go to jisho. Oh, this is interesting. Bo. I wonder where that is coming from. Okay. That seems kind of sus. Or zo. Oh, I see zo. Sanzo. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Sam. Yeah, zo. Given name. Oh, it's a given name. Okay. Well, I guess, for completeness, we can include it. But I am a little skeptical of that one. But, let's take a look at what we have in the dictionary. Sam. We just have sam. Zo. Yeah, sam. Everything looks like sam. Sam. Everything sam. Okay, so yeah, let's go to... Ooh. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna write it real quick here, just so I don't forget. Sam and zo. Zo. Okay, yeah, zo is an interesting one. Because Z, I keep forgetting how I'm going to write Z in Japanese. I think I'm just going to go with this. So not because we have jo. In Japanese, you can say jo, tanjobi, like jo. So I think I'm going to go with this for now. Okay, jo. And actually, for the sake of completeness, I'm going to write all of the forms here. Okay, actually, I'm going to... Let's see what I'm going to do here. Oops. Let's copy and paste. So here, we're going to have the core form in the first column. And then we're going to have the voiced forms. So... yes, let's see here. Yeah, this may start to become a little complicated because we have several pronunciations. But I will do my best. Okay. So ni. Okay, that should be good. Il, san, jo. Or zo. That is a kind of suspicious one. But, oopsie. Yeah, I'm not sure. Zo. But yeah, we'll just keep it there for completeness. Since Jisho did mention that. Okay, so how would we write these? Okay, so let's go to our trusty iPad here. We have, oh, Sam. Ooh, we got some salsa on. Let's pump this one up a little bit. Say sam and zo. I write this character so infrequently. Saijo. Okay. Maybe a little too loud. Okay, so that we have S, we have Z, we have S. And we have San. So we have A, O, A. I think that is a K-pop group. I don't really listen to K-pop. That might piss off some people. Oh well, whatever. San, 1, 2, 3. So Sam. So we have San, Jo, Sam. Okay, and I think I should take this moment now to explain. Let's see here. So when we have an N in Japanese, if you know in hiragana, it is written as san. So let me just write it here. We have san. And so what is really interesting about hiragana, which actually one of the things it does do very well, is that it preserves this concept of time. So this is about 2 units of time. This is actually something that hiragana does better than Hangul, actually. Because in Hangul, you just kind of have to know that some sounds are longer, and you don't really write them as such. So, but in Japanese, in hiragana, we can write, we can show that there is time. So when you pronounce san, it's not just san. In Korean, we have shorter sounds like 1, 2, 3. It's about 1 unit of time if you think about it. Whereas in Japanese, 1, 2, 3. So, in order to preserve this idea of time, I am adding an extra N here. Jo. Yeah, let me go back to the Jisho. What did it say? Oh, shoot. Yeah, Jisho, I think it said it's pronounced zo, so it's long. And this is weird to me because, I don't know, it either could be that, it could be that, or it could just be a diphthong. But I am inclined to go with this, with the NG. So this would be an NG at the bottom. So, yeah, so this. Oh, I didn't even explain. So the way that Pahanngana works, in Hangul, this is an NG. This bottom, NG, as we can see here. But in Japanese, when we have an NG as a final, we do not pronounce it. And we just extend the pronunciation of the vowel that comes before it. So, zo. We don't have zong, but zo. So, this one I'm not 100% sure of, but based on what I am seeing on, let's see, in this dictionary, where basically we basically have an initial S, a vowel A, and a final M, 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 N, G. I think this is the hint to me. Sang, lang. So NG would become zo or o. So I think this one is giving me enough confidence to write it as NG. So, yes, like this here, the zo. One of the rare pronunciations, probably. So, yeah, and I am going to keep that as, yes, I'm going to keep it as NG here. Okay, so let me add that to our sheet. I think I need to update it because I think I wrote it initially as a diphthong, but I am going to write it as a final NG. Oh, and I should probably explain what is happening here with the... If you can read Hangul, this says eat ui and eat u. So I'm using this concept of preserving the core form. Like, what is the core form of the word? So it's it, like il, and san, sam. And everything after the core form is just to help with the pronunciation. Yeah, to help with the pronunciation, and also to help to show that this is not this I. So anything with this anything with this horizontal line, this is pronounced in Hangul. Anything with this, it's just to help with pronunciation. It does not convey meaning. It just conveys pronunciation. Because the core pronunciation is here. Like jo. Yeah. So, yeah, awesome. Let us continue. Let's see how far we can get. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be a long journey, but should be fun. Yeah, this has been a project of mine for a long time. I just haven't published it. I have a lot of this data. There's a lot more too. We're doing the easy stuff. This is the Sino-Korean or Sino-Japanese. So we're doing the extremely regular stuff, the Chinese vocabulary. Once we get to native Japanese vocabulary, that's when things get exciting, and there's gonna be a lot of just guessing and trying to figure stuff out, or educated guesses. Right, so let us take a look at the next character, she, or sa in Korean. So yeah, we just have one pronunciation, she on jisho, and this should just be sa, nok sa, right there, sa. And let us take a look at our primary source here. Okay, I'm gonna have to write this. There we go. 4. Awesome. And now we go. We can see all the... Here's the reconstruction. Si. Something like that. Si. I don't know. I can't... I'm just guessing how it's pronounced. And here we have the Korean sa and the Japanese shi. Alright, that seems pretty straightforward. Yeah, there's no final consonant, so anything without a final consonant is very straightforward, usually. Unless there is a diphthong. That's when things get interesting. So, actually, let me freeze one row here. There we go, awesome. So we have, let's change to the Korean keyboard. We have shi and sa. Okay, great. And let us go to the iPad. Okay, I actually have a mango next to me. It is, I was gonna eat it, but I forgot. I just started streaming, so. Okay, let us write the character for 4. Here we go. Yeah, that's another project I have in the works, analyzing all the Chinese characters into the sound groups. But that's gonna take some time. I'm gonna focus on this one first. So, we have S. So we have shi, sa. Okay, and one thing I haven't really come to any 100% conclusion on is, should I... one of the concepts that I was thinking of is like, okay, should each letter only have one way of spelling it for consistency? Or should I do, for Japanese, like she is such a common pronunciation, should I just Romanize it as S-H-I? Like S-H-I. I haven't really come to a 100% conclusion on it. I do like how regular, and actually there's another kind of reason. So I have this spreadsheet where I have a conjugator to conjugate Japanese verbs into this script, the Pahanngana script, and I can automatically conjugate with formulas, and it and it's easy just to have this character equal an I. Like if I wanted to have like conditionals, like if we have an S plus S, like if S plus A, it's S, then, or if it's whatever H plus I, then it's just HI, or if it's TI, it's CH. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing. Like if I would have to have more conditional statements. So for now, I'm just gonna keep it simple and just have this character be I. So there we go. We have she and sa. Awesome. Okay, so let us take a look at our next one. We have go and o. And this is actually a fun one because yeah, we can see the origin of this character is quite interesting. Okay, so let's look at it first. We have go in Jisho, and we have in hunt and neighbor, we have go. And let us take a look at our dictionary here. No. So, if you're wondering what happened to the Korean, the G got dropped. And I'm guessing because like it has kind of like ngo. So Japanese hardened that ngo from ngo to go, and Korean softened, or they just got rid of that ngo. So it's stuff like this that makes this really fun, I think. So when I'm like looking at each of these Chinese characters, so we have this reconstruction of ngo, and go gets harder in Japanese, and wo becomes softer in Korean. Yeah, this stuff like this that makes it really fun for me. So let us go back to the sheet. And how are we going to write this? So pretty simple. We're going to just write go. Oh, what happened to my go? Go and o. All right, awesome. And then let us go to the iPad. Okay, and we are going to write go. I always like this character. It's a fun one to write. Okay, so we have go, and we have silent ing. Go. But this is very interesting because to me, because this actually does kind of like the ing here. We have this ngo. So I think this is actually quite in like this. If we look at the way that I'm like Hangul writes ng, it actually is quite revealing. That is ng for this initial, which doesn't have any pronunciation, but possibly in the past, in the early days of the Korean language, when they were getting all of the Chinese characters, maybe it was pronounced ngo. But now it is not pronounced at all, and it's just silent. So we are left with o. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get to a fun character now. We're getting to the ones with finals. These are always the fun ones. So let us take a look. We have Roku. Yeah, this is a fun character. Yes, the next one. So Roku, Shichi, Hachi. Q is actually interesting too, because it's a diphthong. So that's actually, we're going to see our first example of a diphthong and how we deal with that. So let's take a look at Roku. Roku, I think, has two pronunciations. Yes, so we have Roku and Riku. That is quite cool. And in Korean, it should be Ryuk and Yuk. Yeah, Ryuk. But they often drop the initial R. Ryuk. Okay, let's look at our... There we go, number 6. Ryuk, Ryuk, Roku, Riku. Awesome. Okay, there we go. So let's just write it down here in the spreadsheet. So we have roku. Oh, I'm gonna need, oopsie, I'm going to need another row. Yeah, it makes things a little messy. Yeah, this is gonna get a little messy. Maybe I should separate each sheet. Yeah, this is gonna get really messy. Yeah, I think what I do want to do is move these into just the first A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So, yeah, this is gonna get really messy really fast. Ooh boy. So yeah, it's gonna get messy. Let's just do. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna get messy, really messy. Yeah, before. Okay, well let's write this first. Toku and riku. Roku, riku. And this is actually one of the few instances where Korean actually has more than one pronunciation. Ryuk and yuk. Now, you will often see this. Korean will drop the initial R and it'll just become silent. Okay, I am not liking this. So I'm going to... Okay, I am actually going to... okay, let us go to the iPad. Let's finish up with this Roku first, and then I will do the spreadsheet management. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that looks off balance. Let's make a more balanced character. Okay. So we have actually 4 here. This is actually kind of unique. Let's make him a little smaller so we can have a bit more space. Okay, we're gonna have Roku. We're going to have Riku. We're going to have Ryuk. And we're going to have Yuk. Ooh, that's an ugly Ian. Oh well, it's okay. So, Roku. Oh. Riku. Ryuk. Okay, and then we're gonna have a K. Another K. This one is going to be a G, and this is also going to be a G. But one thing to note is that this romanization is not 100% accurate representation of how we pronounce things in Korean. It's not Ryug or Yug, it's Ryuk. Yuk. And Roku. There we go. So that is the character for 6. Yeah, Roku, Riku, Ryuk, Yuk. Yeah, so love the characters with the finals. Those are always fun. The final consonants, that's to be specific. Okay, I am going to... Let's see, I need to do something with this sheet here. And a kanji vocabulary sheet. So it won't get too insane with the management of these cells. So, okay. Okay. There we go. Awesome. So I am going to... Ooh, this is tough. Yeah, I might have to restart the spreadsheet or just, make some changes. Now, let me see. Copy to existing spreadsheet. RBT. Yeah, sorry about this. It's not going to be fun to look at, but RBTs. What happened here? Oh, okay, it looks like... Okay, so things are working just a little slowly. What is going on? Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here for now. And yeah, thanks for watching. This is just a start. It's gonna be a very rough start. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll continue on for the next one. And hopefully we'll be able to get through the characters a little bit more quickly, but you know, it'll be fun just going through them one by one and just learning about the origin and all that stuff, all that fun stuff. Okay, alright, thank you. See you.